Hey guys, so last night I had a really crazy and frightening experience while I was walking to my hostel in the city center in one of the cities in Guatemala. And so that's exactly what I want to tell you about in this video. I got to Guatemala just like less than 24 hours ago actually. So when I got here, it was like about 6 o'clock in the evening, and like I met this guy at the hostel and we just went hiking. 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna be we're gonna leave to go hiking up one of these volcanoes. Should be exciting. At some point in the night I went out to just to buy some food and to just kind of see a bit more of the city, being that I wasn't really in the city. On my way back, I was walking on the street. Now the thing about the sidewalks in Guatemala is like they are really uneven and they're like so unpredictable. It's like sometimes they're like really high, sometimes they're low, and you have a bunch of steps. While I was walking, there was like this dog, there were like a bunch of dogs at the side of the road, and I saw them. I was like, okay, they must be like city dogs, most likely they're friendly, so I didn't even think much about it. And I was just walking by, and while I was walking by, like one of the dogs that was there, he just bit me on the back of my leg, and that's when I just like screamed and I just started running like as fast as I could. I was like really in shock. At that point I was thinking, first of all, this is a street dog, and with street dogs, yeah, the problem with the rabies and all those different things and whatever illnesses they might be carrying around, that just kind of went through my mind. But anyways, went back to the hostel and I was just there like just processing everything, and then I just started researching and I recognized that there was a Red Cross that wasn't too far away from the hostel, so I decided to walk there. Thankfully it was like open 24 hours, and then I rang the bell and the person came out and said, okay, yeah, they need a few minutes. I explained to her what happened, and pause right there. Now my Spanish is terrible, and so I was there explaining in the broken Spanish that I could. And so she examined the wounds. So there was maybe like at least 3 or 4 major injuries. One of them was like really deep, and the others were like kind of just like a few scrapes. And she looked at it, she cleaned it up, and she said, okay, yeah, you definitely need to go to the doctor. And I was like, yeah, where is that? And she was like, okay, there's a medical center that you can go to. I was like, okay, what's the address? And the funny thing is that she had absolutely no idea. She just could tell me the zone of the city that it was in. I was trying to find this health center that she spoke about, and then I saw that there was one, and it was like about 2 kilometers away. And this was about like 8:30 thereabouts, so it was already dark. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk there. Which was, come on, I just got bitten by a dog and now I'm gonna walk on the street. Like, I walked there, and yeah, it was also open 24 hours. I was like, that was actually really surprising. Again, the process, they asked me, okay, what's happened? I told them what happened, and they asked me like for my passport and stuff, and then like some information to actually like create a record for me. And so this is pretty much, yeah, my record at this health center. So on it is just like a ID number and the year, and then it's like Kingston Johnson Oshando, which is like where my passport was issued, and my name. That's it, and like the stamp of the health center. And the coolest thing about it is that these people are big on recycling, so this is clearly the package for one of the medicines that they actually use. So I got registered, and then she told me like to take a seat, and then she brought the information to the doctor, and like a couple minutes later, like I could actually see the doctor. Went into the doctor, she asked a few questions, and then she told me that, yeah, and again, broken Spanish, so all the questions that are being asked, and then I'm like, please slow down so I can understand the words and stuff. But anyways, the doctor asked a few questions, and then she also looked at the cut, and she cleaned it again. And then she was like, okay, yeah, so you're gonna need to get an injection. I'm gonna also give you like some antibiotics and like ibuprofen. I think that's ibuprofen. Yeah, she wrote up a prescription and stuff, and then she gave me that, and then I went back out to the receptionist, Gave her that information, and when I gave her the prescription, she went into her room and she came back out with the medicines, and is like, yeah, she just like gave me these, and I was like, okay, this is surprising. I was kind of expecting to like pay for it, and that was free. I was like, okay. Then she told me, okay, for the injection you will have to get like 4 doses. I was like, 4? First you're gonna get 1 today, then the next 3 days, and the next 5 days, and so on. I was like, yeah, how is that gonna work, because I'm planning to leave this city like the next day. That was kind of the experience. It was a bit frightening in some ways, but at the same time I wasn't too worried, because like when I looked at my pants, because I was wearing pants, and then I looked at it and it didn't look as if like the dog's teeth went through the pants or something. So it may have been that his teeth was like still covered with the fabric of the pants, so maybe there wasn't like a direct contact. I don't know, like that's my evaluation. And it's interesting, like most people would think that, you know, in like Central America, like these places are like super dangerous, and you know, you might get killed, you might get robbed or something, but my experience is that I got bitten by a dog. It could have been worse, and that's why I'm like really thankful. Like thankful to God that it didn't, like, it wasn't much crazier than that. So I'm gonna maybe try to go to the other health centers in the cities that I'll visit, and go there, explain to them, and maybe try to get the additional doses. All of this happened within my first 24 hours in Guatemala. It's a crazy way to start. I started by climbing the highest volcano in Guatemala and in Central America. And then later that day, I got bitten by a dog and I had to go to the doctor. So, interesting start. Let's see what else will happen. Hopefully, it will just be good things from now on.